Good evening, bonsoir, and welcome to the Investec Champions Cup highlights show. This is round one. We're in Bayon, southwest France, only 156 kilometers away from where the final will be held in Bilbao. Just follow the waves of the Atlantic Ocean, you'll be there. This is Jean Daugé, his pride of the region, its drinks, its buzzing, its temperament, its atmosphere. Can't wait to be there. For 30 years, the Champions Cup has been the pinnacle of club rugby. The best teams, the biggest stars, and the fiercest rivalries.
Oh, it's globetrotter stuff! He really is a showman. That's unreal! It's pure poetry!
That is magnificent!
Are you not entertained?
The Investec Champions Cup, where extraordinary happens.
In today's show, Ben will be soaking up the spirit of Bayon, where the tournament's colour and culture come to life. Four-time winners Leinster begin their quest for a fifth title against Harlequins, and club legend Brian O'Driscoll reflects on what it takes to be successful in Europe. Saracens and Clermont reignite their rivalry in a repeat of the 2017 final when the North Londoners won back-to-back titles. And we'll round up all the rest of the action from a spectacular opening weekend.
For those of you who are new to the Investec Champions Cup, here's a little explainer. 24 of the best teams from across Europe and South Africa are all chasing the star to be crowned champions. The tournament is split into 4 pools of 6, with clubs from the Gallagher Prem, the United Rugby Championship, and France's top 14. Each team plays 4 pool games, 2 at home and 2 away, against clubs from other domestic leagues, so no sides from the same leagues meet at this stage. It's 4 points for a win, 2 for a draw, and bonus points for scoring 4 tries or more, or for losing by 7 points or fewer. At the end of the pool stage, the winners and runners-up all get home advantage in the round of 16, while teams finishing 3rd and 4th go on the road. Teams that finish 5th dropped into the Challenge Cup. It's winner takes all in the knockout stages, with the highest ranked team facing the lowest ranked, and so it continues through to the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and on to the final in Bilbao in May 2026. We're here today at the Biarritz Bonheur, second establishment of the world-famous rugby player Imanolari Norduki in the heart of Biarritz, and I just wanted to use that opportunity to meet up with my good old mate Thierry Dusautoir, former captain that I was lucky enough and honored enough to have as a captain with the French team. Can you talk to us a little bit about the pride of belonging of the people and what's so special about this region? A region that you left to come back with your family, it means that you must be in love with it.
Exactly, because this part of France got a lot of assets. You know, we talked about the landscape. You have a lot of surfing here. You have the mountain. You have the Pyrenees. You are really close, and I would say people are really friendly here. They are really welcoming, and what I really like is like you are really close to Spain. You have the mix of the culture, you know. I came back here because I know that it was a wonderful place for my family and for my kids to grow up. Bayon is about 5 kilometers from here. Yeah. You have in the same family people who are going to be we're going to support Biarritz or Bayon now. People supporting Bayon is quite happier than they used to be 20 years ago. What is really impressive is the way they are going to receive, you know, the both teams. Yeah. They are going to sing the Peña Bayona. You have a great experience, you know, before the game, during the game, and after the game. So that's what makes the Basque Country really special.
If you would recommend us one cidrerie, one bar maybe for a drink before, would you have something in mind?
So you can maybe go to Shiramina,
yeah,
or you have Cidrerie Tipia.
Yeah.
I heard that they are a good place, you know, to experience, you know, the rugby life here in Bayon.
Almost game time. Time to get ready. I can hear the drums already banging, people are singing, the pints are pouring, can't wait to get out there. 20 minutes down the road, we're going to go to Jean Daugé to meet Bayon. Titi, thank you for the tips, thank you for your time, it was fantastic to see you. Ramina is the starting of all true rugby champions that want to come to Bayon, have a pint, get into the atmosphere. There's not many bars in the world where you ask, have you got some snacks? They say, no, we don't. You can go to the local butchers and you can bring your own. Just chuck them on the bar. They even cut the cheese for us. We didn't ask for anything. They nicely and politely just cut it for us. So we had some black pig ham, we had some jambon de Bayonne, and we had some tome de brebis. Honestly, the cocktail is pretty spectacular, it's pretty special. Bon, on arrive dans un endroit qui est quand même assez particulier, qui est assez extraordinaire, où l'ambiance est en train de monter, mais j'ai besoin de comprendre d'où ça vient. Je vois Aguilera, je vois Jambouin, je vois les remparts, je vois des fagnons partout. J'ai besoin de comprendre. Ramina, ça vient d'où?
Ramina, c'est l'ancien propriétaire qui, en jouant au rugby, a été blessé et a eu les joues recousues. Et le chirurgien lui a fait des moustaches de chat. Donc tous les copains se sont amusés à miauler et depuis, ils l'ont surnommé Ramina.
Ramina, c'était son surnom, mais bon, c'est venu après un accident quand même, d'accord. Mais il en avait mis autant qu'il en avait reçu, non?
Il était pas manchot, là, il savait aussi se défendre, il n'y a eu pas de souci.
Génial. Et après, il a créé un lieu emblématique qui est le début, tu me disais, du départ des supporters.
C'est le début des journées de match, quand les gens se donnent rendez-vous où on va pour démarrer chez Ramina. Et après, ça se disperse et ça fait la fête dans toute la ville.
It's finally time. Teams are ready. DHL Stormers are ready. Aviron Bayon are absolutely pumping. Jean Daugé is crazy around their team, ready for this round one of Investec Champions Cup. Can't wait to get the rugby going. The Stormers flew out of the blocks. Imad Khan with a try inside 2 minutes.
They've got Pearce and Power in the back three and they've got license to attack on the counter. This could be a brilliant start for the Stormers inside the opening 90 seconds. Goodness me, that's magnificent.
Bayon fought back when flanker Arthur Ituria kicked through for Frédéric Romori to score.
Chipped over the top and it's going to be a try, finished off in the corner by Federico Mori.
Three penalties from Clinton and Swartz give the Stormers an 11-point lead at halftime. But the momentum swung early in the second half when André Smith got a 20-minute red card for stamping.
He clearly and deliberately put the leg once on the body and then on the leg. It's a 20-minute red card, okay?
Four minutes later, Arnaud Irbinagaray ran in Bayon's second of the night.
Stay nice. Come on, come on.
Allez, allez, allez! Parfait, yo! Parfait, chasse! 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 Chasse!
Well, they're panicking at the back now, the Stormers. That looks a certain try. And it was only a short reprieve. Herbernard to get a.
And the home side took the lead on the hour. Argentinian forward Lucas Paulos with the try.
Bayon now have got penalty advantage so they can roll the dice, take a risk, or maybe just power their way over.
A flurry of yellow cards reduced Bayon to 13. And with 5 minutes to go, Stormers took advantage thanks to Paul de Villiers. Final score, Bayon 17, Stormers 26.
We know what the Stormers were going to bring. Absolute dream start to the URC, and I think they're carrying it over into the Champions Cup. What you saw tonight, it's like this every weekend when we play at home. There's no difference. I don't think because it's a Champions Cup match or a top 14 match that it's any different. The fans come out every weekend with the same energy, the same passion. Whether we couldn't deliver the performance tonight to get the win, but they stick with us, and I think it's amazing. I've never experienced something like this, and I think I really said it. I've said it to a couple of guys. I think every rugby player in their career, somewhere, somehow, has to come experience this. I don't think you get it anywhere else in the world. This is really, truly something special.
And that's a wrap in Stade Jean Daugé. Bayon not unfortunately being able to snatch the win against a very, very strong and dominating Stormers DHL pack. No scrum, no win. And in the second half from the 70th, the Stormers' power in the scrum was just absolutely overwhelming. And even with the red card, even with the yellow card, unfortunately, Bayon not being able to snatch it. Doesn't take anything away from the atmosphere that was sensational. The Pays Boyona, that was mind-blowing. But that's it for that one. Now up next, Leinster facing Harlequins. Leinster obviously dominating European rugby and Champions Cup rugby around 2010. Let's hear from Brian O'Driscoll what it took to build that winning dynasty.
Winning the Champions Cup meant so much. There was a period of time where I thought, I've got to get out of Leinster, I've got to find an alternative because we're flailing. We had gone through 4 coaches in 4 years. We were perennial also-rans, getting to quarterfinals, semi-finals, but we couldn't get ourselves into final.
The City Slickers have been sunk without trace.
There was a missing link.
Leinster's European dream comes right back into focus.
When we did finally get to achieve it, the sense of relief was amazing. But what was even more beautiful was the hunger and appetite that grew inside everyone after one victory. It wasn't like, yes, we've won one, job done. It was like, right, how many of these can we get?
Back-to-back titles, European Cup, immortality.
I look back to that first victory. That was no doubt the catalyst for the others. You don't win that first one, 16 points down behind against Northampton at half-time. Do you have the mental aptitude and wherewithal to go and win that one? I don't know. The semi-final in Clermont the year after that, do you hold them out at the very end? I'm not sure. A lot of the time it's about muscle memory, about reminding yourself that you're capable, that you have won. Why shouldn't you have more than one?
Last season, these two sides met in the round of 16, and Leinster thrashed Harlequins 62-0. The Londoners wanted to make amends for that humiliation. It looked ominous for the visitors when Jordan Larmour burst through to score after 4 minutes.
Paddy McCarthy, the one to carry, and looking to burrow his way home is Jordan Larmour, and he has. And Leinster have struck in the opening 5 minutes.
But Quins hit back quickly through Luke Northmore.
Leinster, a little bit lax in defence, left a gap. Quins almost able to exploit it. It should be there for Porter, it is. And there are lots of options again. It's Northmore, and that is a cracking try from Quins.
Leinster regained the lead after a quarter of an hour. Gary Ringrose with the try.
There's the momentum here. Sneeman, out it goes. One more pass will do it. And that pass is to Gary Ringrose.
And then a lovely crossfield kick from Sam Prendergast gave Larmour an easy finish.
Oh yes, that is class.
But Quins were hanging in there, and a training ground move put Cassius Cleves in the clear.
And it's back inside, and in they will go. Cleves finds a gap. Quins have it, and they are very much in this game.
Just before the break, Leinster got a lucky break from an overthrown line-out.
Fluff their lines, but Frawley picks it up.
In the second half, it was game on when Quins were awarded a penalty try for a deliberate knock-on by Jimmy O'Brien.
Could be in all sorts of trouble here. Leinster can have very little complaints. Penalty try awarded.
But a moment of magic from Tommy O'Brien settled the nerves.
O'Brien had to go back, but then improvises, and oh, does he improvise well.
Jack Conan added the home side's 6th.
Van der Fleer at pace on an angle. Good tackle from Carr. But the momentum still very much with the men in blue. Are they there? Yes, they are.
And then All Black Rico Ioane came on for his debut for Leinster and set up Jimmy O'Brien to put the result beyond doubt.
Leinster in search of and will find a magnificent 7. Jimmy O'Brien. McGrath again. Through the hands of Caelan Doris and picked up somehow by Beard, and he's away. Now, can he go all the way? Frawley's going after him, but he won't catch him. And Oscar Beard gets a consolation for the Quins.
The final game in Pool 3 was between Stade Rochelais and Leicester Tigers. The French side's power game dominated this match, and they clocked up 6 tries in total.
Dinks it wide, and Fab will score.
The try of the game, though, came from Leicester. Tigers' young fullback George Pearson blazing a trail before Joaquin Morrow touched down.
Pearson swerving inside, Pearson still going, finds Morrow, the Argentines under the sticks.
La Rochelle were comfortable winners in the end, the perfect start in their quest for a 3rd Champions Cup title.
And he's polished off Leicester Tigers.
So, after round 1, Pool 3 looks like this. Stade Rochelais and Leinster have maximum points, the Stormers are 3rd after their away win, and Quins get a bonus point in defeat. In Pool 4, last season's winners Bordeaux Bègles started like champions against South Africa's Vodacom Bulls. Mathieu Jalibert and Damien Penaud conjuring up a try after 3 minutes.
He's so dangerous in those areas and proves it once more.
The Bulls hit back through Sebastien de Klerk. And then the two sides traded tries for the rest of the half until Caden Moody showed his class to give the Bulls a bonus point.
Can he do it? That is Caden Moody.
Bordeaux hit back in the second half with a bonus point of their own.
What a first touch, Boris Palou.
And 3 late scores from Louis Bielbiari, Jalibert and Celesi Reassi saw the champions home for maximum points. Bristol Bears made the trip across the Severn Bridge to Wales for their clash with Scarlets. It was a busy first half for Bill Matter. He scored 2 tries, but also picked up a yellow card.
It's just a waltz through. Oh, William Matter.
Scarlets clawed themselves back into the match through Sam Costello's boot and a try from Gareth Davis.
Oh, they're back in the game now. Gareth Davis leaving from the front.
But Bristol's Welsh star Lewis Rees-Zammit delivered the knockout blow to his countrymen.
Smuggling it over, Lewis Rees-Zammit.
Bristol won it by a point. The final game in Pool 4 saw last year's runners-up Northampton Saints travel to Pau in the south of France to take on Section Palawan. It was a game of nip and tuck. Some incredible dexterity from wing Grégoire Effoy gave Pau the advantage.
Oh, wow.
Then Saints hit back with a classic team try, finished off by Fraser Dingwall.
It's on if they move it. Saints can move it like few other teams in the land.
Alex Mitchell claimed a bonus point try on his 150th appearance for Northampton. With under 5 minutes to go, the sides were level. Finn Smith thought about a drop goal, but changed his mind, and George Hendy finished brilliantly in the corner to seal the win for the visitors.
Hendy for the corner!
And a late Smith penalty even denied Pau a losing bonus point. So, last season's finalists lead the way in Pool 4, Bordeaux just ahead of Northampton on points difference. Bristol are 3rd, and Scarlets and Vodacom Bulls both pick up a bonus point in defeat.
And on to round 1, Saracens hosting Clermont. Saracens 3 times winner to Clermont, my former club, my sweetheart. 2 absolute European powerhouses facing each other in London.
Saracens got off to the best possible start. Lucio Cinti continuing the chase while everyone else thought the ball was going out.
Will be a real handful there, and Cinti's after it.
Clermont defended strongly for half an hour, but then the floodgates opened.
Fantastic continuity here from Saracens.
Cinti stretched for his second.
And Cinti has got through.
Then Max Malins took advantage of a defensive lapse from Bautista Delguy.
There's Malins. Can he get to the end of it? He can get his left foot onto it. Well, Malins pursuing Bautista. Delguy, and Delguy's missed it. Malins hasn't. And Saracens have their 3rd score.
Just before the break, James Hadfield claimed the bonus point.
Oh, and that goes through. And it's starting to look rather too easy.
Clermont showed promise at the start of the second half. 19-year-old Axel Guillot opening their account.
Here's Guillot, and Guillot getting away, and the youngster has a try.
But minutes later, Sarri's 19-year-old superstar Noah Kalori showed just why he's the talk of the town.
Talking about pace, here goes Kalori! Magnificent, magnificent.
Clermont were well beaten, but claimed a second try thanks to Harry Plummer. Sarri still had time to add another pair. Hugh Tizard almost got complacent.
And it's going to be a coast in, but he can't see the defender.
And then Theo Dan pirouetted his way over the line to complete the demolition.
Saracens have been the dominant force.
Job done for Saracens. Time now to check out the rest of the action from round one. Also in Pool 1, French League champions Toulouse welcomed the Hollywood Bets Sharks from South Africa. The six-time champions raced to a commanding 28-point lead, with hooker Julien Marchand scoring twice. The Sharks got on the scoreboard thanks to Nick Hatton's impressive handoff.
Hatton now with a charge to the line.
And they managed to contain Toulouse until just after the hour when Ange Capuozzo scored his second. It was a commanding performance from Toulouse, and in particular Capuozzo, who bagged a hat-trick. The other Sharks in the competition, England's Sale Sharks, were up against Scottish side Glasgow Warriors. Sale raced to a 14-0 lead, with 19-year-old Ollie Davies scoring 3 minutes after coming on as a sub.
Oh, he's bust through, that's so strong. Oh, the youngster's got it!
But Glasgow turned the game around, and 26 unanswered points and a bonus try from Stafford McDowell gave them maximum points on the road.
The Sharks will now be taking this personally. 2 years and 2 first-round defeats at the hands of the Scottish team.
So Toulouse, Saracens and Glasgow top Pool 1 with 5 points. Then comes Sale with 1 point, while Hollywood Bets Sharks and Clermont are yet to get off the mark. In Pool 2, English champions Bath blew Munster away inside 20 minutes, scoring 4 tries in dreadful conditions.
It's relentless. Bonus point time.
The Irish side fought back with a couple before the break.
The try that they really had to score, they knew it, the pressure was right on them there.
But Bath never looked in trouble in the second half and saved the best till last, going the length of the field to cap a great start to their challenge.
And he's got a penalty, and Spencer's gone. Little chip over the top. If he gathers, he's got the pace. Handoff is good. And inside to hell.
It was a windy afternoon as Gloucester faced Castres, and the visitors took the lead thanks to an interception.
Oh, and he's poached it. And that is tremendous stuff from the Fijian. He read that perfectly. Boati Karawalevu.
Gloucester levelled things when Freddie Thomas crashed over. It was a tight game with nothing between the sides until Charlie Atkinson ran in 2 late tries to claim the win and the bonus point.
Long pass off the left hand, it's so good to Atkinson!
On a soaking night in the Scottish capital, Edinburgh took on 3 times winners Toulon. The French side's Scottish scrum half, Ben White, grabbed 2 tries early on.
The Scotland scrum half goes in under the post.
But Edinburgh replied with 2 of their own through Pierre Schumann and Ben Velikot.
And have they got the arms go up? They're throwing numbers in. Velikot to the corner!
It was a war of attrition in the second half until Edinburgh were awarded a penalty try after an hour. And the decisive moment came when Bowen Venter dived over from short range to wrap up the bonus point. There's a West Country feel to the top of Pool 2. Bath, Gloucester and Edinburgh all with maximum points. Toulon, Castres and Munster with ground to make up.
That's a wrap. The road to Bilbao is well underway. Bayon not snatching the win against the DHL Stormers, but what a day we'd had. So happy to see Thierry Dusautor, so happy to share a little bit of the back's experience. Can't wait for round 2, can't wait for the games. See you very soon.
The race to win the Champions Cup and that precious star is off to a sensational start.
Here goes Kalori! That is Caden Moody!
It's the tournament where the extraordinary happens, especially for some of the brightest young talents in the game.
That was a moment of magic from Tommy O'Brien.
Dinks it over the top. Space is there for Afui. Can he grind it? Oh,